The FINA World League prelims continue here tonight at Los Alamitos, California, as the USA men's national team takes on Brazil in a prelude to the FINA World League Super Final. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the USA Water Polo National Training Center alongside UC Santa Barbara Associate Head Coach John Abdu. Greg Meskel here with you. And Coach, a big weekend here for the men's national team. It's a new era for the team. They have the Super Final coming up. They're also trying to figure out who is going to be on this team going forward.
Yeah, it really is a big weekend for the national team right now, with so many young players trying to find a spot on the team, with a new coach arriving this weekend, with all of the pipeline teams training this weekend at the same time in the stands, watching the game here. It really is an exciting time for U.S. Water Polo right now. Huge
evaluation going on. There's a look at interim head coach Mark Hunt. He is currently manning the team, awaiting the arrival of new head coach Dejan Udovicic, who was announced last month. So exciting times here for the men's national team. They'll be taking on a Brazil team that is excited in their own right. They're only one of two teams, the women being the other, that have already qualified for Rio 2016. So they are excited about the next 4 years of water polo down in Brazil when the Olympics come home in 2016. Looking at these two teams, we mentioned that each side up-and-coming squad for Brazil they're building for the next 4 years. The same goes for Team USA, as they've brought together some veteran players with some younger players. Let's take a look first at the Brazil team. They're led by head coach Mirko Blezovic, and we'll take a look at their roster brought to you by Holiday Inn. Marcelo Chagas, their goalkeeper, Gustavo Coutinho, Gustavo Gomes, a couple of guys that we'll touch on here this evening. And to get a look at their roster here, a group that Coach Blezovic is going to be building with as they prepare for the World Championship, the Olympic Games down the road. Those are the goals that they have in mind. Haven't qualified for Barcelona this year, but it's something they're looking forward to in the future as they prepare for the world stage. For the United States and Coach Mark Hunt in this matchup, some names you know from years past: Andy Stevens, Tommy Corcoran, Shea Buckner, 2012 Olympian, mixed with some younger players. Michael Rosenthal, fresh off an NCAA championship in December where he was the MVP. Jeff Schweimer, a standout at Stanford. Alex Bone, a current standout at Stanford. A couple of UCI guys. So they're really mixing it up well, and those are just some of the guys that are in the training pool right now. We'll see who ends up being part of this roster going forward. But nice for men's water polo that we're seeing so much variation among where these guys are coming from.
Yeah, you'd like to see some diversity amongst the group, and not only where they play college water polo, but where they grew up all over the country, and can have a good representation of what we're trying to develop here.
And an exciting time for these athletes themselves. A mix of excitement but also pressure, because they're actually trying to make a team here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really a nerve-wracking time to be a player during this. So, you're trying to make a squad, but you're also trying to not be nervous when you're out there, play loose. And that's a hard thing to do. You're trying to play loose and make plays with your teammates, but at the same time, your every move is being evaluated by the coaching staff.
Yeah, I imagine the thought might be, I better go out and score 5 goals, make a name for myself. But at this level, I think they're looking for guys that can really mesh in a team environment.
Sure, it's a healthy balance. So you want to be assertive, you want to score the goal when it's your opportunity, just so you can be seen and so you can really show that you can capitalize and you can finish. But at the same time, you want people that make the team better.
You get a good look here at the Brazil team and all the stands behind them filled. A big weekend here, not just for the senior level, but on the developmental side of things, something, Coach, you're very familiar with here. We have a lot of the younger age ranges here for U.S. Water Polo, the pipeline, if you will, that is getting together for the national training and selection camps this weekend. A chance to kind of see the end product for these younger kids.
Yeah, it really is a great opportunity for these kids, and about the last few years or so, we've been able to have an opportunity for all the pipeline athletes to participate and watch a high-level international contest involving the United States while they are here. So this is great for them. They're going to be really excited. They're all wearing their USA gear, and they really get a chance to look up to some players, emulate their moves, and also emulate the path that they took to reach that level.
I imagine as a coach of that level, this is a nice carrot to show them, hey, this is what we're working towards to get to this level where you put on the USA suit and you can play international competition.
Yeah, absolutely. This weekend I'll be coaching the youth boys camp. We've been coaching the last 2 days. We'll be meeting with them tomorrow morning, and most definitely we'll be making reference to this game, things that happen, and things they can learn from, mistakes and good things that happen in this game tonight.
Exciting water polo on the way. Brazil and Team USA FINA World League prelims just a few minutes away from getting underway. Tonight's webcast of the FINA World League prelims is brought to you by TIER, the official outfitter of USA Water Polo. Holiday Inn, the official hotel of USA Water Polo. And by Mikasa, the official ball of USA Water Polo. Team USA, Brazil on the way. We're back after this. Stay close.
When it comes to fun family getaways, it's got to be Holiday Inn Club Vacations. Room to be yourself.
I am water. Polo. I am water polo. I am water polo.
I am water polo.
Sun setting in Los Alamitos with the FINA World League prelims continuing. Brazil and Team USA moments away from getting started, along with John Abdu. Greg Meskel here with you from the USA Water Polo National Training Center. Team USA, they looked sharp here earlier today, had no problem as they took care of business against Canada, albeit it is a younger Canadian team that was brought down here to compete, their junior national team. They'll take on a Brazil team that is expected to give them a little bit more of a match. Brazil also had their way with Canada earlier this weekend in the FINA World League Prelims. So we could be in for a nice mix here. These two teams did meet up back in the Pan American Games. Again, a very different USA team. They did have some competitive water polo there. So hopefully we're headed for an exciting game here as two teams are trying to see what they can do looking down the road towards the FINA World League Super Final in Russia later in June. Officials for this one from Italy, Alessandro Severo. From Canada, Doriel Terpenka. We mentioned some of these USA players, John, Andy Stevens in the cage, Tommy Corcoran. Interesting, the USA team of years past, such a veteran squad. You had guys that had been to 3, 4 Olympic Games. Now, someone like Shea Buckner is a veteran of the group. How's that kind of changed the whole dynamic of this group, knowing that it really is a younger generation now moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think the exciting part is that it's wide open. You know, we could really see some new faces come 2016, 2020, moving on in the Olympics. But really, none of these guys are strangers to international water polo. They all have international experience, whether with the national teams at younger levels or really on the professional level in the European leagues. Most of these guys just got back from Europe or Australia, playing internationally, professionally, and now just have arrived to start playing here.
So we'll get things started here. Brazil comes out in the white caps, Team USA in the dark. Andy Stevens will start things off in the cage for Team USA. Michael Rosenthal is going to be your sprinter for the United States. Joining him out there, Shea Buckner, also Tommy Corcoran. As we see him, we'll call him out as they get things started here.
Rosenthal does not lose many sprints. He's a very fast swimmer. He did it for 5 years, 5 national championships at USC. I don't expect him to lose many tonight.
Yeah, a couple of guys there. He's part of that trio of guys with 5 rings from USC.
Unbelievable.
A nice time in LA. Yeah. And as you suggested, the opening sprint is controlled by Team USA. Shea Buckner will start things off here. Greg Enlow also joining him in the starting lineup. Alex Bowen. And rounding it out, Brandon Johnson from UC Irvine. Here's Bowen controlling. Just coming off his sophomore year at Stanford. One of their leading scorers. Here's Shea Buckner now handling. Shot clock down to 8 here on the first possession for Team USA. Bowen gives it a look. Ordinary. He'll get a chance here with 3 on the timer. Rises up and paints the corner. Alex Bowen with a rocket into the cage. USA off to the 1-0 lead.
Great shot by Alex Bowen. You know, ordinary foul at 5 meters. You get a direct shot after an ordinary foul outside of 5 meters. He was rise up on his legs, go near side, high in the corner. Great shot.
And good pool awareness there, knowing the shot clock, knowing his spacing, knowing he could take that direct shot and put that one on the cage. And USA quickly a 1-0 lead here, first period in this FINA World League prelim battle. Here's Ruda Franco handling for Brazil. Get it over to Rocha. Shot clock to 10 for the Brazilians. Marcelo Franco. A couple of Francos out there. Quick outside shot. Andy Stevens with the left hand, and he'll chase that down. So Brazil looking to counter with an outside shot, and actually Stevens cannot keep it in play, so it'll stay a new possession now for Brazil if they realize it. Coach is signaling them to come down and remain on the offensive end as that one just touched off the end line.
Yeah, tough break for Andy. That was a great save. High shot in the left corner. Made a great move. Just unfortunate to touch the lane line there.
So Brazil gets new life here. Minute gone by in the first. A 1-0 lead for the United States. Ordinary called there as Bowen providing the defense. There's Franco handling. Ordinary again looking to see if they can establish something inside. What are you seeing here defensively from the United States? You
know, the United States right now is in a zone defense where positions 2, 3, and 4 are back helping against the center Rocha. He's a pretty strong guy. We got Greg Enlow pushing him out right now, doing a good job.
Shot clock to 2. Outside shot skips away wide of the cage. Stevens didn't get a hand on it. It'll come back in the United States, and USA doing the defensive job there. We'll have it back now on the offensive end, 90 seconds deep here into the first period. Here's Alex Bowen. Bowen will give it off to Enlow out of UC Irvine, now around to Johnson. And a contra foul called. USA turns it over, a little too physical there with Corcoran down at 2 meters. And it'll come back.
Brazil doing a hockey substitution right now. Rocha, the center, having to swim to the corner, too tired to keep playing. And they're going to have to substitute him, and that's going to really kill this possession for him.
Yeah, anytime you see those subs, it's pretty much a lost possession. Giving yourself a man-down situation on offense. Shot clock down to 10. Well, looks like they will turn it over even earlier. Yeah, contra foul there before the new player in Serra could even get down into the offensive end. And is that early sub, is that a credit to the USA defense making things difficult?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think they did a really good, Greg Enlow did a really good job pushing him, but also Rocha needs to work on his conditioning and keep himself in games a little bit longer than that.
Outside shot from Buckner, and that one bangs off the post, and it'll come back to Brazil, and Chagas will start off on putting the ball into the front court. 1-0 lead for the United States, 5:25 to go here in the first. Here's Adrian Delgado. Gets it over near side. Looking for Franco. Bowen there. Shot clock to 7. Brazilians have used a lot of their shot clock on their offense. Shot clock to 2. And they're not going to get that off. And kind of unaware there. It seemed the shot clock was about to expire.
Yeah, good defensive possession for USA. They looked like they were almost in what we call an M drop in water polo, where they had the X3 defender all the way back defending the center.
Here's Rosenthal on the move. Gives over to Johnson. Entry inside and tipped away. Good defense there. Brazilians coming in and knocked it away from Enlow. And it'll go back to Chagas. Here's Bowen defending near mid-tank. Corcoran right there. And then a contra foul. So official right there citing Franco for a bit of a headbutt look. And now USA is on the move. Here's Bowen. Moving ahead, they have numbers here, a 3-on-2. It's Bowen and Corcoran. Bowen moving in defender, decides to stick with Corcoran. Bowen puts it away, his second of the night. USA ahead 2-0.
Yeah, big shot there by Bowen, but even bigger call by the official to call a contra foul that close to the opposing team's cage. So after the contra foul, Alex goes right to the goal, stays low, but keeps his legs moving, cross cage, low skip shot, great goal.
And you mentioned that call because a call there essentially sets up an easy counterattack, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime that any contra foul, really, as a coach, you don't want to see your team commit those types of offensive fouls, because when those offensive fouls happen, what you're doing is feeding the other team's counterattack.
Bowen out of the pool, subs out. And he's able to pump up his teammates there. Bone clapping it up there as he goes over to the bench. You see Mark Hunt there congratulating the guys that have come out as USA goes into their bench now, brings in a few other players. You see Colin Smith has come on, Jeff Schweimer.
Being defended by Shea Buckner on the edge on the right side.
Alex Obert from the University of the Pacific has come on as well. So Hunt able to go into the bench here early. 2-0 USA leads. 4 minutes to go here in the first.
Back over to Silva.
Ordinary called. Entry inside, and then an exclusion. This one's going to go against Schweimer. And then a quick shot and score. Brazil answers with the power play strike. Give it to Antonio Insera. He comes back with a quick one, and let's get a second look at this.
Yeah, it's a really high percentage look on a man-up opportunity. Anytime you can attack quickly, immediately following the exclusion, you're going to get a great shot on goal, and that's what the Brazilians were able to do there with Insera.
You heard recently the percentages to score in a 6-on-5 go down the longer you're on the power play. I don't know how true that might be, but evidence there that if you can do it right away, you have a pretty good look.
Most definitely. As a coach, we usually try to preach attacking the quick right away.
And they're knocked away, so Brazil following up a goal with some good defense.
Good defense there by Silva at 2 meters.
And now they're on the move here, seeing if they can even this match up. Trailing 2-1, 3:38 to go. Brazil into the offensive end. Looking middle now. Ordinary called. Shot clock to 14, so plenty of time here for Brazil on the offensive end until they cough it up. Contra foul called at 2 meters. Getting physical there with Schweimer.
That's Gabriel Rocha again. That's his second contra that's been called against him this evening.
Nice long outlet pass, finds Paul Reynolds. Reynolds on the move. Stops there, and he'll have to pull it back out. USA will try and regroup here on the offensive end.
Pressing on the play.
Looking outside, nothing there for Griffin Lerman. Back to Reynolds. A few fakes, entry inside. Brazil wise to that. They tip it away on the entry attempt into Obert.
Smart move by Paul Reynolds. He didn't really have an angle when he was attacking the counterattack to take a shot there. To pull out, it's probably the right move there.
Under 3 to go here in the first. 2-1 lead for the United States. Brazil scoring most recently. Seeing if they can't even the game up here. Obert defending.
Out on top against Silva.
Ordinary called again as Smith getting tangled up. Look inside. Quick shot and score. We're even at 2. Brazil responds. Gustavo Coutinho with his first. And nice job there by Brazil. A bit of a fake on the shot attempt. Got it down a little closer, and then Coutinho did the rest.
Yeah, he did a really good job of selling Andy Stevens that he was going to shoot that ball near side, and you could see Andy just jump across the post, the near side post of the goal, and he had cross cage wide open for that goal.
Good look there at the pool and the crowd as we get back to the action after the goal. Brazil has scored 2 straight. We're all even at 2. 2:33 to go here in the first. And a contra foul. Things starting to go Brazil's way here. 2 goals in a row, and now a contra foul called on Schweimer. It'll go back to the Brazilians. Oh, that was a close one there. A dangerous pass, almost picked off by Colin Smith, but it'll stay with Coutinho.
Yeah, USA looked like they were trying to run an after goal play for Schweimer to get him a post up there, but just a little too physical for Jeff.
Entry inside, great hands by Smith, knocked that away.
Great defense.
Goes back to Andy Stevens. Smith, one of the big scorers in this afternoon's win for Team USA, 24-0 over Canada. That was more of a swim meet for the United States. Down the other end now, here they come, here's Lerman. Takes a look, a few fakes and a save there by Chagas. Less than 2 to play here in the first period, a 2-2 game.
Great save there by Chagas. He really read that shot by Lerman really well.
Brazil onto the offensive end. 1:30 to go here in the first, a 2-2 game. U.S. was in command 2-0. Brazil's answered with 2 straight. Shot clock to 2. Get that shot off Stevens with the easy block, and it'll go back to the United States. And Now a long outlet pass here by Andy Stevens. Buckner fakes on the shot try, moving in, and an exclusion called on Brazil. It'll go on Bernardo Gomez. That's his first, and now a 6-on-5 here for Team USA. Here's Buckner. Might have had Smith there on the cross pass, now gets it to him. And they'll whip it around the perimeter. Here's Buckner looking for that pass into the post, not available. Now Lerman around to Reynolds. A few fakes, back to Buckner, lost the handle, regathers, fires and scores. Shea Buckner on the power play goal for Team USA. It's a 3-2 lead for the United States. Great patience there on the 6-on-5.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you generally don't want a right-handed player to be shooting that ball from that angle, but Shea did a really good job of getting the defender up and shooting around him and beating the blocker and the goalie near side. But really just a great offensive sequence for the United States. Great outlet pass by Andy Stevens to hit Shea, and Shea Buckner went and made a great up and under move to draw the exclusion and to start the 6-on-5 and now score the goal.
And a nice move there by the United States to kind of stem that momentum that Brazil was building. They had scored 2 in a row. They were drawing contra fouls in the United States. It kind of quiets their rally a bit.
Absolutely.
And we're back underway. Inside 1 minute remaining.
Under a minute to go here in the first. 3-2 game, U.S. in front. Ordinary called.
Silva looks inside.
Plenty of time on this possession here for the Brazilians. Ordinary again. U.S. now physical here on defense. Jumping into those passing lanes.
Alex Bowen defending on top.
Almost a steal there. A couple of near steals here from the U.S. Shot clock to 11. Pass it out on the perimeter. Fake on the outside shot. And taken away, a steal there. So the U.S. ball hawking here on the defensive end. They come away with it that time. We'll have it now with 17 seconds left. Shot clock is off. U.S. can hold for the final shot of the first period, leading 3-2. Here's Griffin Lerman on the move. Full head of steam as he comes down the offensive end. Good look inside. The putaway is there. Score it for Team USA. Tommy Corcoran on the dish from Griffin Lerman. USA goes ahead 4-2.
A great pass by Griffin Lerman. Locked the goalie, locked the defense down. Find Tommy C right in front of the goal for a cross pass catch and shoot. Great way to end the quarter for the United States right now.
Corcoran, one of those guys playing in Europe, playing in Spain, back here now in the United States. And looks easy there, but that is a play that's got to be worked on to get that kind of timing to put that one away.
Absolutely. Tommy really had to work incredibly hard down the pool to get himself that open in front of the goal.
4-2 after the first. So after the first period, USA started off strong, 2-0. Brazil came back 2-2. USA goes ahead 4-2, a classic seesaw battle so far.
Yeah, and really the last minute and 20 seconds or so for the United States was crucial. So for them to be able to get 2 defensive stops and turn those into 2 goals in their final 2 possessions of the first quarter really is the difference.
USA ahead 4-2. We'll be back with the start of the second after this. Traveling for water polo this summer? Don't forget about Holiday Inn. Holiday Inn is the official hotel partner of USA Water Polo. For reservations and more, visit holidayinn.com. Back here in Los Alamitos, a good look there at the USA huddle. Coach Mark Hunt has the whiteboard out, going over some information before the start of the second period, along with John Abdu, Greg Meskel here with you. A 4-2 lead right now for the United States here. And we talked about the evaluation, exciting times here for athletes trying to make Team USA. FINA World League Super Final coming up June 11th through the 16th in Russia. So precious little time to figure out who is going to be on this roster. And this weekend going a big step in kind of figuring that out for the United States. And so far, you kind of think less about the 24-0 win over Canada. That was such a blowout. But so far against a team that's given them a game, they have answered the call in the first period.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got to think that a great performance tonight by any one of these athletes will put them in a good position to be on that World League roster come June next month.
Recapping his scoring on the USA side, leading the way.
Looking back at that first period, and USA balanced scoring. Alex Bone with 2 goals, recipient of some nice passing, and Shea Buckner, Tommy Corcoran also on the receiving end of a great dish that leads to their 4 goals. And then Gustavo Coutinho, Antonio Insera, the 2 scores for Team Brazil. Opening sprint control by Rosenthal.
He doesn't lose too many of those, Greg. He does not.
Water polo's version of the lacrosse Fogo face-off get-off there. He is able to get control of the ball to start almost every period here. Only he stays in, can do a lot more on the offensive end. Inside Water there for Enlo, but tipped away. Strong defense from Brazil.
Delgado there kept his hands up the whole time, making sure the official had no room to call an exclusion.
Brazil now into the offensive end. Shot clock to 12. Just underway here in the second period. Using a lot of time here on this possession. Entry inside, and that one spinning, partially deflected. Stevens pulls it down.
Yeah, Greg Enlow is actually doing a really good job defending 2 meters right now against Rochas. Another great long pass by Andy Stevens.
Beautiful. Finds Buckner in stride. Now wheeling inside and draws a penalty. Nicely done there by Shea Buckner. Took the catch from Stevens.
Great pass by Andy, and great move by Shea Buckner to come again up and under, make the full turn towards the cage and draw the penalty shot.
And now Bone will step in and take this penalty, try and get his 3rd goal of the evening. And he buries that one into the corner. Alex Bone with 3 on the night. Team USA goes ahead now 5-2 after Buckner able to draw the penalty. And real textbook there by Shea Buckner, spinning inside and then let go of the ball. Official all over that call right there. Able to make the easy one, call the penalty, and they put it away.
Yeah, he made it really easy on the official, made a strong move, let go of the ball right in front of the goal. Great job by Buckner.
Ordinary call. Brazil back on the offensive end. .6:35 to go here in the second. And we'll get an exclusion and a 6-on-5 chance here for Brazil. It's going to go against Bowen, so a couple of goals and now his first exclusion. And a 6-on-5 chance here for Brazil rather. On the perimeter. Quick shot and a score. Brazil with a power play score there. Adrian Delgado able to find the corner there, and Brazil gets a much-needed goal back here, 5-3.
Yeah, great pass and a great catch and shoot at the 1 position. Brazil rotated to the right side to try to get that 1 position in a great shooting angle, a shooting pocket. They rocketed the pass over to him for a catch and shoot, and that's how they scored that goal.
.5-3 the lead for the United States. After that last goal there on the power play. 6:05 to go here. Quick shot on the cage, stopped there by Chagas.
Another design play by Coach Hunt after the goal to try to get Alex Bowen on a ball side drive in a 1-on-1 situation. Now Alex gets caught playing bad defense in the backcourt. There's another exclusion against USA. Brazil with a 6-on-5 opportunity.
Here come the Brazilians now, looking to add. Just scored a power play goal the last time down. Bowen might not see him for some time. Picks up his 2nd exclusion. And here are the Brazilians now. Shot clock to 9, still on the advantage. Sides coming even right now. Quick shot and sails high. The cage out of play right as the sides were coming even. And USA able to hang on that power play.
Griffin Lerman coming even there and pushing the counterattack right now. The United States up 4-on-3.
Lerman looking inside. Defender coming. Still working towards the cage. Still going for it. No call there. He's looking for something. And now an ordinary. Shot clock to 7, so credit Brazil for getting back and kind of cutting down on that counterattack there, and then the U.S. turns it over with a contra foul. Corcoran getting tied up in the backcourt as we go the other way, so perhaps the physical level of play here getting taken up a notch.
Yeah, Corcoran and Franco were really caught up in a very physical battle in front of the goal. Unfortunately, Corcoran gets called for the contra foul. It gives the ball back to the Brazilians.
Under 5 to go in the second. 5-3, USA in front. Ordinary call to see Lerman draped all over Moniz there. Outside shot, field block, knocked down, and Stevens gathers it up.
Great field by Tommy Corcoran, making sure they get the defensive stop there. Gets the ball back to the Americans here, transitioning out.
Makes life easier for Andy Stevens, too. Doesn't have to do much.
Absolutely. Field blocking is a huge part of this game. Anytime you can do that, it puts you in a good chance to win.
Entry inside, triple team coming, but before that, exclusion called. Nicely done there, drawn by Corcoran. And that'll go on number 10, Ruda Franco, his first, 6-on-5 here for the Americans. Here's Johnson, he'll take a look. Looking on that inside post again. That's where Corcoran is looming. Now back on the outside, here's Buckner, a few fakes. Deals off Johnson, the lefty. Swinging around, back to Buckner. He'll fire, field blocked, and field block on one end, field block on another. This one's gathered up by Chagas.
Yeah, like we talked about, Moniz there with the shot block up top, number 3 for Brazil. Really makes it easy for your goalkeeper if you can get a lot of hands up on your 5-on-6 defense.
Under 4 to go in the first half. USA leading 5-3. They led 2-0. Brazil tied it 2-2. US came back up 4-2, and now they've traded goals. Shot clock to 4. And an exclusion. See who's going out here.
Looks like it's Brandon Johnson excluded for interfering with the free throw up top. There was an ordinary foul. He interfered with the ball during that free throw.
So Johnson goes out, 6-on-5. Brazil cashes in. Score it for number 9. Bernardo Rocha on a power play. Get a second look here.
Yeah, 6-on-5 for Brazil. Did a really good job. Went 6 in, 5 wide, 4 center for that post player to have some space to pop up, receive a high pass, and catch and shoot low for the goal.
How about the arms he had to beat, though? You saw that replay there. You had 2 defenders converging and then the goalie arranging over to the right. A lot of traffic to get through.
Absolutely, and that's why it was such a great shot. He was able to catch the ball high, and as all the defenders are converging on the play, go right under their arms. We call that high, going high to low on a post shot on 6-on-5.
5-4 lead for the United States. Brazil chipping away here. Stringing together a few goals in this second period. 3:15 to go here in the first half. United States in a battle here with Brazil. And an exclusion now, a power play opportunity here for the U.S. The excluded player there is Gustavo Coutinho. That's his first.
Shea Buckner drawing the exclusion on the drive there to give the Americans the power play opportunity.
Here's Lerman swinging around Paul Reynolds. Looking inside, nothing there. Back out Lerman. Quick pass, skip shot, score it. Colin Smith does the job for Team USA there, bouncing that one in. The Cal Bear connecting for Team USA. They get one back, 6-4.
Yeah, great power play opportunity for the Americans. Again, they did something similar to the Brazilians. They went 6 in, brought their 5 wide, 4 center, so that one could be up in the pocket and isolate him with a blocker to score the goal. Good finish by Colin Smith. Skipped the ball right over the goalie's head to bar in.
One of the key offensive players for Coach Kirk Everest up at Berkeley, and now paying dividends here for the United States. 2:35 left. First half, 6-4. Teams have gone back and forth here in the second period. Brazil staying close with Team USA and continually doing this, drawing exclusions. 6-on-5 coming again for Brazil.
That's a second exclusion on Jeff Schweimer. Playing 2-meter defense, you're going to pick up those fouls. That's 2 on him in the first half.
So a couple of guys in foul trouble here. 2 on Schweimer, 2 on Bowen for the United States. Brazil lost the handle there on the pass. This is going to take some wind out of the sails of this power play. Sides coming even right now. Shot clock to 5. Outside shot, skip shot, up over the cage, out of play. Stevens doesn't touch it, and we'll go down the other end. Sides are even now. Long outlet pass. Steven has been on the money with these. Gets Reynolds in stride. Paul Reynolds now ahead of the field. Stops and is buried from behind, taken away the steal by Gustavo Guimares.
The referee was not going to reward him there. As you see, the official put his hand up, trying to show everybody that Paul Reynolds was in control of the ball, and thus there would be no foul on that play.
And I think we're going to get a stoppage here. I don't know if they reset the shot clock. But it looks like it was tipped by Stevens, so this may be a moot point. But the shot clock was down to 3. It definitely didn't take that long for the Brazilians to get down on offense.
No, not at all. That was a desk error. They just didn't reset the shot clock. But like you said, moot point, full possession now for the Brazilians. They get a full 30-second shot clock to attack their offense.
1:30 to go in the half, 6-4, U.S. in front. They've been seemingly in control of this one throughout, but Brazil has been hanging around here. That shot, it's like Stevens might have got a fingertip on that as well. It'll come back in at 2 meters.
Yeah, another possession for the Brazilians. They get a full 30 seconds to work here. So generally what you'd like to do in this situation is make the defense work and use the whole shot clock and try to get an attack later than in the first 10 seconds.
And a contra foul, so Brazil gives up a golden opportunity. So much for working the clock.
Yeah, so like I said, that's exactly what you don't want to do. Early on, you want to tell your center to relax, do not commit a contra foul, use the shot clock, work the defense. Rocha did not get that memo.
Here's Colin Smith, catches the outlet pass, cross pass, quick shot, and Chagas is there to make the save. Shea Buckner frustrated with himself for not putting that one away.
Yeah, Buckner would like that shot back. If you take that back, I think he would get a couple fakes in before he put that away.
Yeah, ended up throwing it right to where Chagas was lunging.
On the right side.
Hindsight, of course, being 2020, we come down the other end now. Shot clock to 10 here for Brazil as they work it into the offensive end. And just taken away. A clean steal. Griffin Lerman coming over to come away with that steal. 6-4, U.S. in front. Under 30 to go here in the first half. Here's the outlet pass, Colin Smith. U.S. has been looking to get out and swim all night long here. Again, looking for the counterattack. Brazil gets back. Here's Buckner moving in. Shot clock to 10. Smith gives it a look. Back out to Buckner. Timer down to 6. A few fakes, nothing there. Back to Smith. Shot clock to 2. He'll fire. Save with the right hand. Chagas. Loose ball. A scrum for it. And knocked out of play by the keeper, Chagas. It'll come back in for the U.S. We got pretty much no time left. Not sure they'll even get a shot off here.
Yeah, it looks like there's 0 seconds on the game clock.
They put it in front of the cage. Brazil comes down with the deflection. And that comes the end of the first half. So after 2 periods in the books, Team USA in front of this one, but Brazil hanging close. Been an exciting first half here as Brazil has kept pace with the Americans, not letting them get too far away. U.S. only up 2.
Yeah, it's actually really been an exciting game so far. Both teams playing at a high level. The Brazilians doing a great job on their power play. They've scored 3 power play goals already of their 4, being very efficient when given the opportunity on an excluded play. So I think we're looking forward to a very exciting second half.
Team USA looking at some of their scoring. Alex Bowen, 3 goals, but 2 fouls, so he's in a little bit of limbo right now. Not sure when we'll see him back here in this one. Maybe start the second half and then see what he can do. Be careful. A goal apiece for Shea Buckner, Colin Smith, and Tommy Corcoran. So they've done a nice job balancing the offensive attack here.
Yeah, absolutely. The United States has a lot of weapons, so they're doing a good job of spreading the offense out. They do need to be wary about foul trouble. Having Jeff Schweimer with 2 fouls and having your leading scorer, Alex Bowen, with 2 fouls is something that Coach Hunt, Coach Lathrop, Coach Coker are really going to have to monitor in the second half.
So we're here at the half. USA 6, Brazil 4. We'll take a break and return. You're watching the FINA World League Prelims live on usawaterpolo.org.
For the first time, one love, one team, no losses, gold medals.
4 years. That's how long it took to get here, to win a gold medal. Technically, anyway. Fact is, it's been a lot longer than that. Committing to excellence means never giving up. It means if you don't succeed, try again. Here's to water polo. Here's to being truly excellent. You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
Back here at halftime, USA leading Brazil 6-4. Hey, water polo fans, don't forget to join USA Water Polo's social community. We have a lot of ways you can keep in touch with everything going on USA Water Polo. Follow us on Twitter at USAWP. You can get live updates of this very game going on right now. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com USAWP. YouTube, if you are watching this game, you already know about YouTube because this is where the game is being broadcast through. So become a subscriber, find out about a bunch of great videos. And Instagram, if you're into pictures, and who isn't, Instagram.com/USAWP. Check that out, and you'll be in touch with everything USA Water Polo. So we're here at the half. John Abdu, Greg Meskel. We see some of our up-and-comers here. What have you told these kids? Have you given them specific instructions? Watch for this, look for this as they're watching this game?
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the biggest things that we try to teach these young players is to watch, one, how these older players conduct themselves on the pool deck, how they warm up, how they prepare for games, how they get themselves mentally and physically ready to play at the highest of levels, and then also to watch their movements in the water. These guys really move well in the water, and that's the reason why they're playing on the senior national team right now.
So this weekend you're getting all these athletes together. What is the end result of, so after Monday everyone goes home, then what?
So from here we have the top 70 athletes at each age level for both boys and girls. After this weekend we'll take those 70 athletes, narrow them down to 28 at each age level, and then from that 28 there will be a selection camp late in June to see what team will be competing internationally for the United States. That goes from the youth team, cadet team, and developmental team.
So exciting times for these young athletes trying to make it through the gauntlet here of the selections to see if they can be on the next national team. I'm sure an exciting time for them, and we're about set to start the third period here. Michael Rosenthal setting to sprint. A great look there at just about the sun all the way down here in Los Alamitos. Great day, great weekend for water polo. And we're underway here in the third. 6-4, Team USA in front. Ball is in the water, and Rosenthal gets there first.
USA wins the sprint, and we move into offense.
And gets it out now. They started on the offensive end here.
For USA.
Brazil a little physical here out of the gate on defense. Looks like they're pressing a bit, and now maybe backing off.
Another set play off the sprint for USA. It's a luxury when you have Michael Rosenthal winning every sprint for you. You're able to design a play at halftime that you can run.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it turns into a contrafoul for the Americans.
Very nice to say, we know we're getting the ball, let's go and do this.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's something that they can design early on before the game, run at practice, and try to execute here in the games.
Contrafoul called. Get a great look there behind Andy Stevens working in the cage. See a little bit kind of what he sees as the players coming at him. Quick shot, he gets two hands on that one. Ball back to the United States. There's Stevens, the loyal at Marymount University graduate at Villa Park High School. Same hometown, same high school as Shea Buckner. So those guys, you talk about some chemistry. They've been working together for a long time. Buckner now looking inside. And that one tipped away. Was trying to get Rosenthal going to the cage and taken away.
A little bit of a force by Buckner. Pretty crowded in there to try to get Rosenthal the ball as he's swimming.
Now here comes Brazil getting on the offensive end. Minute 30 gone by here in the third. 6-4, USA in front. Stevens way out of the cage, and thankfully Team USA there, because had Brazil come up with it, there was no one back to protect the goal. Aggressive goalkeeping there, though, by Stevens.
It was a smart play. It was a bad entry pass, really short entry pass to the center by the Brazil. And he did the right thing to come out and try to lead the defense, get USA back on the counterattack.
Shot clock to 6 here for Brazil. Entry inside and a ordinary first with the timer at 1. Schweimer will take this one. Oh, he goes bar down. Jeff Schweimer there sneaks that one past the keeper. Able to go skip, bar down, and in. USA adds another 7-4.
Yeah, a rare ordinary foul at 2 meters for Schweimer. Able to draw the ordinary foul, get the direct shot outside of 5 meters, skip it right over the goalie's head. Great shot by Schweimer.
USA adds one back, 7-4. Under 6 to go here in the third. Couple of changes now for Team USA. Get a couple of subs. Greg Enlow will return. Griffin Lerman, Alex Bowen.
Smart substitution by Coach Hunt. Protect Jeff Schweimer with the 2 fouls. You want to keep him in this game as long as possible, especially if it's close in the 4th quarter.
Here's Brazil now taking a look on the offensive end. Shot clock to 9 for Brazil. Entry inside, double team. Reynolds is there and takes it away. Not the biggest guy out there is Paul Reynolds, but great speed.
Great speed and great water polo IQ, high water polo IQ. Had the awareness to come over and get the steal and now push this attack for the United States.
Reynolds moving in, takes a look, has some room to operate. Goes cross pass, a little too much on it there as he tries to find Buckner. Shot clock to 8. Here's Bowen. Timer down to 5. This is probably Lerman's shot to take or dump. And he'll give it a look and skip shot. They'll wave that off, going the other way.
Lerman took a little bit too long to take that direct shot outside of 5 meters. If you draw that ordinary outside of 5, it's a direct shot. You got to pick up and shoot right away.
There comes Brazil now into their offense. Under 5 to go. USA with a lone goal here in the third. Entry inside, and Brazil going to go back to their bread and butter, the power play. They draw us an exclusion on Griffin Lerman, and a timeout will be called by head coach Blazevic. And a chance to talk over their 6-on-5. This has been where Brazil has gotten their best chance at scoring.
Yeah, good timeout by the Brazilians. A good opportunity to set up a plan, create a play that they can execute to score this man up. The Americans were playing pretty good defense there, had to the center Rocha, pushed out to about 4 or 5 meters. Griffin Lerman did something that we teach young players never to do, is reach over the top of the center to try to steal the ball. Easy exclusion for the officials to call there.
Brazil calls a timeout. They obviously know what their 6-on-5 plays are. Why call a timeout in this case?
You know, it's a good opportunity. It's about the middle of the quarter right now. There's 4:44 left in the third quarter. In an 8-minute quarter, as a coach, you see that as about halfway through. Good time to catch your breath, give your starters some rest, and be able to finish out, not only score the goal here on the power play, but finish off the quarter with some energy and try to get a run here and cut the lead.
We'll see if that pays off coming out of the break here. See our official about to put the ball back in play. And Brazil with the 6-on-5 advantage as we restart play here in the third.
6v5 advantage, Brazil.
Plenty of time on the advantage. Working around the perimeter, they come near side. A few fakes, nothing there. Sides coming even. Bad pass kind of derails things. Ordinary. Shot clock to 5. Down to 3. Here's Delgado, fires. A new shot clock now as that one ricocheted off the crossbar all the way back out to the waiting hands.
Looks like Andy Stevens got a hand on that. Good save for Andy Stevens. Make sure that they don't score a goal there.
Quick pass over the top. Buckner gets a hand on that. We saw in the first half where Brazil got a couple of cracks at offense here. Again here now, a long time on offense.
Yeah, it's a second chance for a possession here for the Brazilians.
Skip shot again. Stevens getting over to make that save.
Good sequence there for Andy Stevens.
Stevens kind of talking to his defense there. Did he feel like that should have been a defender's ball rather than he having to get over there?
Yeah, absolutely. You never want to leave an offensive player that close to the goal and give up a shot of that high percentage.
Here comes the United States now inside looking for Enlow and ripped away. Steal there and gathered up by Chagas.
Into the hands of Chagas.
And now Brazil moving in on the offensive end. Ordinary called.
Franco sends the ball up the right side. Finds Mustafa.
And now Brazil working it around. Ordinary called. Quick shot and score. Wasting no time. Adrian Delgado right off of the ordinary. Puts that one away. Kind of a sleepy possession, and then he just rockets this in.
Yeah, that was a real rocket by Delgado. And again, we see that foul outside of 5 meters where you get the direct shot, and Delgado just rose up on his legs and fired that ball way before even Andy could react to that to make the save.
You don't almost expect that because Brazil kind of just slow on the offensive end. They use a lot of the shot clock, but then once they get that ordinary foul, just a cannon.
Yeah, Delgado does have a cannon, and really if Brazil is wise here in the second half and they want to continue to get back in this game, I would give Delgado a few more shots.
7-5 U.S. in front.
Enlow plays the ball over the Bowen. Back to Enlow.
Under 3 to go here in the third. Entry pass inside. Here's Bowen working towards the cage. Defense there and taken away, knocked down. Strong defense by Brazil from behind, and then it comes up into the hands of Chagas.
Another design play by Coach Hunt after a Brazilian goal to set up the USA for a play. Alex Bowen on the post up. No call by the official, but great defense by the Brazilians.
Brazil now, they cough it up, taken away. Great defense there. Colin Smith stepping in to take that away.
Colin Smith, another one of those guys. He's not the biggest guy in the pool, but high water polo IQ and brings a lot to the table.
Stevens takes a look, trying to find somebody. Goes down to Colin Smith. Shot clock to 14 as the U.S. sets up their offense. Under 2 to play here in the third. Ordinary called there.
A little bit of a double post
Rosenthal
for the United States. Corcoran and Enlow posting up in front of the goal.
Shot clock to 3. Outside shot high of the cage. And then it goes the other way. They set up a double post. Were they looking to get a pass into that post, or was that setting up something else?
I'm not sure if they did that on purpose, but both guys, when they're posting up in front of the goal like that, what we're trying to do is create an opportunity where you get a mismatch at 2 meters and hopefully get the ball in there.
Shot clock to 9 now for Brazil. That shot goes wide left, out of play. And Stevens will have to track it down as it goes deep into the corner. And before he can even get to it, it's a contra foul. So Stevens swims all the way to the corner and then has to leave it be and go back to the goal.
Another contra foul against the United States, really hurting their offensive possessions in this quarter.
And now Brazil will put it in play. And they'll get it back to the keeper and now start things up. 1:22 to go here in the third.
It'll be interesting to watch Greg Enlow against Isera right now at 2 meters. Both strong young players getting really physical, getting after it right now.
Looking inside. Enlow battling in there. Looking outside now. Shot clock to 7. Quick try and score. Brazil puts it away. Ruda Franco, his first, and it's a 1-goal game, 7-6.
Great cross pass, catch and shoot by the Brazilians. A really high percentage shot, fundamental play. Anytime you can lock the goalie down, move the ball across the pool, and catch and shoot the ball right as you receive it. It's a very difficult shot for the goalie to block. Great play by the Brazilians. Great shot by Delgado.
And just crisp passing there, was able to move Stevens out of position, had a wide open corner.
Absolutely. That's what makes it such a high percentage look. Any chance you get to get those catch and shoots, we teach that to the young players all the time. That's what you're looking for on offense.
Inside 1 minute remaining here in the third period. Here in Los Alamitos.
Brazil spreading it around now on the scoreboard. Delgado with 2, Rocha, Franco, and Serra, Coutinho all scoring as they're down just 1 here. They've rallied with a couple of goals here in the third. They were trailing by 3, now down just 1 under a minute to go in the third period. Cross pass there and ball under. They'll turn it over. Let's see, though. There could be another call coming.
And we have a timeout official.
Looks like someone has been rolled out of this game.
Looks like Shea Buckner has been rolled for the game. What that means is he will no longer be able to play in this contest. He'll be able to play in the next contest, but he is out for the game.
So we didn't see exactly. Maybe we can try and get a replay of what went down there on that end. But Buckner out for the game. That's a big loss for the United States, as Brazil now on the other end with the advantage, 6-on-5.
65 advantage. Brazil.
Quick shot, Stevens there with a big save. So big time save there by Stevens to kind of halt some building momentum for the Brazilians.
Absolutely. Unsure what Shea Buckner did there to get rolled from the game. Be great to be able to get a look at that. But that's a big loss for the Americans as they lose their captain going into the fourth quarter.
Game clock down to 7. Ball goes inside, a scrum for it. It'll be an ordinary as Delgado was all over the ball. Thought maybe it was his ball, and it's actually with the United States. Lerman, and a little gamesmanship there by Delgado, pushing that one away. And we come to the end of the third, and Brazil hanging around here. Just a one-goal game, 7-6. Delgado there inadvertently on purpose. He stalls that possession. U.S. gets nothing out of it, and Brazil is right there with the United States.
Yeah, Brazil had a great quarter. Really, the United States was in a position where they could pull away, lengthen their lead, put themselves in a position to kind of cruise in the fourth quarter. But Brazil's third quarter there puts them right back in this game, only down by 1 going into the fourth. Shea Buckner, captain of the United States, out for the fourth quarter. So really, the momentum is on the Brazilian side right now going into the fourth.
Final period is coming up. U.S. ahead by 1. We're back after this.
When it comes to fun family getaways, it's got to be Holiday Inn Club Vacations. Room to be yourself.
Traveling this summer, don't forget about Holiday Inn, the official hotel partner of USA Water Polo. For reservations and more, visit holidayinn.com. Fourth period on the way. John Abdu, Greg Meskel here with you at the USA Water Polo National Training Center in Los Alamitos, California. Great night for water polo, and presumably, John, a great fourth period on the way. 7-6 USA in front, but Brazil nipping at their heels every step of the way.
Yeah, it was a rough third quarter for the United States. Did not draw any exclusions or any penalty shots. Maybe some questionable no calls by the official. The United States working really hard inside. Didn't get much love from the officials there. Brazil took advantage. Momentum's on their side. Let's see what the fourth quarter brings.
Keep in mind, USA foul issues. Alex Bowen, Jeff Schweimer with 2. Shea Buckner gone for the game, rolled in that third period. So down some key personnel here as we go to the final 8 minutes.
Absolutely. You got to believe that Coach Hunt has designed a play right now, knowing that Rosenthal has a really good chance of winning this sprint right now. Hopefully they can execute that play.
And Rosenthal's off the side here as we start things off in this fourth period. Ball is in the water, and Rosenthal there first again, and we'll see if they come right out here with a design play to start things off, leading by 1 to open the fourth period.
And there it is. Rosenthal wins the sprint. He goes across the pool. They isolate Brandon Johnson, the left-hander, with the ball, bringing Griffin Lerman on a ball side drive. Great pass.
Lerman gets ahead, had some room. Credit Brazil for recovering there. Now the shot clock down to 6. They go back into Lerman. And ball under. Brazil forcing a turnover. You saw what the idea was, though. Lerman had looked like open water ahead of him as he's moving towards the cage.
Absolutely. Coach Hunt has designed and run that play several times, not only here for the United States, but several times for UC Irvine.
On the other end now, the Brazil offense gets set up here, looking to tie things up.
Dangerous possession for the United States. Bowen at defending 2 meters against Rocha.
Just that fast. We're even up. Inside, you mentioned him, Gabriel Rocha sneaks loose on the inside and puts this one home. We're tied at 7.
Great backhand shot by Rocha. Bowen with the 2 fouls, probably hesitant to take a foul there to prevent that shot from coming up, gives up the inside goal.
3 unanswered from Brazil. They trailed 7-4 in the third. They've come back with 3 in a row to tie things up. 7-7. About a minute gone by here in the fourth. There's a look at Mark Hunt, not thrilled with what he's seen the last few minutes here as Team USA has given up 3 in a row. Exclusion called. Power play opportunity now for the United States. 6-on-5 chance here for Team USA.
First 6-on-5 for the United States in the second half here. Ball side drive there by Alex Bowen.
Quick shot, bar down and in, score it. Another one for Alex Bowen. He gives a big fist pump as he has scored his 4th of the night. And let's get a second look here at the power play strike.
So Alex Bowen doing it all, drawing the exclusion on the drive, scoring the goal on 6-on-5, and then getting the crowd into the game here in the fourth.
An 8-7 lead for Team USA. They go ahead there with 6:41 to go, and exciting stuff here in the second half. Bowen able to come back with a big score. He has 4 to lead all scorers. Has been a real go-to here in every facet of the game for the United States.
Yeah, unbelievable. The youngster for the United States really leading the way here for the senior national team.
See if Brazil has an answer. They have answered the call as of late here in the second half. Shot clock to 10 for the Brazilians. Looking inside, pass is knocked down. Shot clock to 3. Here could come a direct shot, and Stevens is there all over it. Bats that down. Then had Insera turned around, he would have the ball right behind him. Didn't realize he was tangled up with Griffin Lerman. Now looking the other end now. Pass goes in. Pass back out. Here's Johnson.
Alex Bowen still posting up inside, doing a lot of work for the United States right now. Another double post for the United States. Alex Bowen posting up on the 3 post. Tommy Corcoran posting up on the opposite 2 post, making room for Tommy.
There's the entry inside looking for Corcoran. Created some space, but the keeper was there. Chagas comes out to take it away. 5:30 to go here in the fourth. 8-7 USA in front. Brazil on the move. Here's Rocha. Rocha takes a look. Quick shot, score, cross cage delivery into the corner for Brazil. Marcelo Franco with his first. And Brazil has again tied it up 8-8, 5:17 to go in the fourth.
Franco does a great job. Maybe catches Andy too close to the near side post. Quick shot to the cross cage, wide open with Andy jumping a little close to that post. Really quick shot, fast twitch release, ties the game up.
Even at 8, back and forth we go here in the fourth. 5:17 to go. And at this rate, I think it's going to be who might put one in last.
Yeah, would not be surprised, Greg, if this game goes into overtime. Both teams doing well on their power plays, really taking advantage of their offensive opportunities.
USA, as you've mentioned, John, has come out with some type of after goal play consistently here.
Sure.
Let's see what they go with on this time around. Here's Enlow putting things in play. Over to Johnson.
Another isolation there to try to get Alex Bowen one-on-one there with Delgado there on the 4-5 side.
Works it to the left side. Back to Enlow.
Here's Rick Enlow now. Shot clock to 10. He'll give it a look. Entry inside. Triple team, but an exclusion first.
Good entry pass by Enlow. Tommy Corcoran working at 2 meters to draw the exclusion. Power play for the Americans.
It's on Philippe Silva, and then a timeout called by Coach Mark Hunt and Team USA. He knows this is a potentially crucial 6-on-5 opportunity here with just 4:50 left in the fourth.
Yeah, Coach Hunt thinking that this is a good opportunity to regroup his team. Like we talked about in the third quarter, 4:50 left in the fourth right now. It's about the midway point through the fourth quarter. Good time to rest, good time to regroup with the team, not only to set up the power play that you're going to run right now that they've probably already run in practice all week, but more so to talk about what's going to happen after that power play and how to execute in the last 4:50 of the quarter to win the game.
Yeah, just a few minutes left here in this one, 4 minutes, 50 seconds. Still plenty of time, could go either way, but the U.S. with an opportunity here. Get a good look there at what Coach Hunt has drawn up. Can you put on your coach's hat here? Can you see exactly what he is getting into from this far away?
Yeah, it's a pretty clear look right now. He's drawn up the 6-on-5. Hopefully, for the Americans' sake, the Brazilians aren't watching the webcast right now. You can see that Coach Hunt's drawing up a play that's going to shift 1 up, maybe 5 into that pocket right now for a shot. My guess is that they're going to run something involving Alex Bowen. He's been on fire tonight, 4 goals. He's putting up a lot of goals. He's taken the penalty shots, scored the last goal on 6-on-5. We'll probably likely see Alex Bowen at the 5 position into some rotation.
And well, there's a laptop, John. They could be watching. We may have just given away the play.
I think we did. So if my apologies to Coach Hunt right now.
We always say anytime one of those plays shows up, you have to burn it after it ends up in one of these broadcasts.
I heard the internet connection here in Los Alamitos is really slow, so I think it'll work in favor for the Americans.
Under 5 to go in the fourth, out of the timeout. See if they can get Bowen involved. He's kind of looming there on the perimeter.
There it is. You got Bowen wide open middle cage right now.
There's Johnson to Bowen.
Gets the ball.
Lost it, takes a look, fires. Bar out. That was a fast one. Thought it might have went in and then came back out, but it dinged off the post.
So like we thought, rotation, isolated Alex Bowen from the 5 position center cage. Got the look that they wanted really on that power play, just cut short.
Even at 8, ball back to the Brazilians. 4:10 to go in the fourth. Brazil gives a look. Here's Franco. Silva takes a look. Shot clock to 2. And it expires. Wave off the goal, no shot. And Brazil there with a great look, just unaware of the shot clock.
Yeah, shot clock runs out. That mainly is due to good defense by the Americans at 2 meters by Greg Enlow. Fronted Rocha, denied the ball at 2 meters. Shot clock runs out, turns into a counterattack for the Americans.
There's the U.S. now, moving in. Johnson handling. Gives it over to Rosenthal. Shot clock to 10 for the Americans. Back out to Enlow. And here comes a new shot clock and a power play. 6-on-5 coming for Team USA.
Jeff Schweimer draws the exclusion on the drive. Looked like Brazilian was hanging on his cap. Quick exclusion call, 6-on-5 USA.
Gustavo Coutinho, the excluded player, he has 2. Quick look for Johnson, puts it away. USA ahead at 9-8. Score it for Brandon Johnson. The lefty gives his first of the night. Team USA goes back in front, 9-8.
Brandon Johnson got a real open look on goal here. Saw a lot of cage, near side, wide open. The field blocker not covering his responsibility on the 5-on-6 defense. Brandon takes advantage, scores a big goal for USA.
Long arms to the left. It looked like he almost just placed the ball in the cage.
Yeah,
able with
for
a quick
an
delivery.
experienced lefty like Brandon Johnson, if you see that field blocker not covering near side, really made it look easy, but it's not as easy as it looks. Puts it away for USA.
So U.S. improves on their 6-on-5 here in this one as they go ahead 9-8. .3:15 remaining. Brazil has come up with a goal every time down as of late here to answer any USA charge. Have yet to be able to go ahead in this one, but they've evened it now on a few occasions. Delgado inside. Stevens there with a big save, able to knock that one down. Delgado again with the fake on the lob and then was trying to set up Rocha on the inside.
Really a dynamic play by Delgado, getting Rocha free. Just a better defensive play by Andy Stevens with a save.
USA now. Here's Reynolds. Deals out. Clean look. Shot and off the post. Rebound and gathered up by Chagas.
Griffin Lerman really does have a rocket for an arm. Really hard shot, just barely missing that one.
Now in transition, exclusion called. This is going to go against Lerman. That's his second. And a 6-on-5 here for Brazil. Great opportunity. 2:28 to go in the fourth. They trail by 1.
The Brazilians attacked the shooter Lerman, found him in a vulnerable position, got him tangled up. Exclusion against Lerman there.
Couple of quick passes. Here's their shooter. Shot clock to 8. Sides coming even now. Entry inside. Quick turn. Score it for Brazil. Quick release from Gabriel Rocha ties this thing up at 9.
The big center Rocha at the end of the power play. The United States had come even or 6-on-6 at that point. Quick wrist shot, a sweep shot moving to his right, beats Andy Stevens low.
Able to sneak that one past Stevens. We talked a couple of times about quick reflexes, like quick twitch. There was another example there. Rocha turned in a hurry, and that ball was in the back of the cage before Stevens knew where it went.
Yeah, really an unexpected shot. You know, late in the 6-on-5, the United States are coming even. You don't really expect the ball to go wet to your center, so he caught everyone looking.
Rocha with his second of the night. He's tied it up at 9. 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. Coming down to the wire here in Los Alamitos.
Tommy Corcoran working really hard at 2 meters right now.
Looking for some room. They'll go back to Bowen. He has been the big scorer tonight. 4 goals so far. Bit of a dangerous pass there. Gathered up. Shot clock to 6. Reynolds being pushed out. Timer to 2. Now 1. And this is going to die in the middle there around 2 meters. They don't get a shot off. It's turned over. 1:33 to go. Ball back to Brazil. Here come the Brazilians now, looking for their first lead. They've tied the game on several occasions. You go back to when it was all even at 2-2 way back in the first half.
This is it. This is crunch time. Minute 15 left in the fourth quarter.
Here's a dangerous situation. Shot clock to 4. Ordinary. Delgado fires that one, but Stevens able to get a hand on it. Credit the USA defense getting a hand on it as well, partially field block.
Yeah, Alex Bowen with a good field block there. Funneling the ball to Andy Stevens for the save. Timeout, USA. Mark Hunt wants to talk about it. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter.
Potentially with 22 on the shot clock. Not the last time the U.S. will get the ball, maybe one of their last best possessions here with 1:03 to go. 9-9. Depending on what the U.S. does here, they should get two more good looks at the ball, or at the goal rather. I'll leave it at 9. 1:03 to go here in the fourth. And John, exciting moments here. And we're coming down to the wire here in this one.
Yeah, with a 30-second shot clock, 1:03 left in the game, you're really looking at this possibly being the final possession for the USA. They have to look at it that way. It's a chance for them to get the go-ahead goal, the winning goal. You can see you got a good look at Coach Hunt drawing up another play. He really is a master at designing front court opportunities for his team. He's been doing it for years. We'll see what he sets up here to try to score the winning goal.
1:03 remaining. Fourth period, all tied up. Ball back to Team USA along with John Abdu, Greg Meskel here with you from Los Alamitos, California. Thanks for joining us here on this Saturday evening. Shot clock to 16 now.
Full isolation now for Chef Schweimer.
Oh, taken away. The steal is there and a timeout by Brazil. They tried to go inside to Schweimer, and Bernardo Rocha comes over the top, take that one away, and a timeout called by Coach Blazevic, and now it's Brazil's chance. Time-wise here, barring a rebound, U.S. should get another crack at this, but Brazil now with the opportunity to go ahead.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Hunt tried to approach it as like a 2-for-1 situation. You know, you can keep the Brazilians down to one position and give yourself 2 chances at it. So they attacked quickly to give themselves enough time that even if the Brazilians use the entire shot clock here, there's a good chance USA gets the ball back and they'll get another look at it.
And I imagine, as we've talked about in timeouts past, Brazil's not only looking at what they're going to do on this, but how they defend whatever might come next for the U.S.
Yeah, correct. And it looked like the USA in that situation drew up an isolation play for Michael Rosenthal up at the 2 position. Jeff Schweimer isolated on the post inside. Just not the best entry pass inside. You can hear the crowd chanting USA. Brazil with a chance to take the lead.
Chant for USA goes out. This crowd trying to rally their team to give one more defensive stand here and then see what they can do on the offensive end. A new shot clock here for Brazil, down now to 18. Brazilians have been patient all night long on the offensive end.
Brazilians at a double post right now. Isera and Rocha, they're two centers posting up right in front of the goal.
Looking inside, contra foul, they won't get a shot off. Ball comes back to the U.S. Shot clock is off. Team USA can hold for the final shot of this one and go for the win.
Two centers inside, that's double the opportunity for a contra to happen. USA gets the ball back.
Here comes Johnson now. We're down to 15 seconds. Johnson takes a look, goes inside to Schweimer, it gets away, ball back to Brazil. They can get the final shot now. Just 8 seconds left. And they've put up the stop sign here. Is Brazil gonna try and take a final shot? And they're gonna let time run out in regulation.
And we're going to overtime. Brazil, no timeouts there. No opportunity to set up a play to try to score the winning goal. And overtime impending.
So we come to the end of regulation. All even, 9-9. USA and Brazil. So how about this? We go through 4 periods of this. And after regulation, still not decided, these two teams went back and forth. We're going to a shootout. So that gets the crowd buzzing. It won't be overtime, it'll be a shootout. They want to get to the bottom of this sooner rather than later. Before we get to that, each team will pick 5 shooters. How about the effort from Brazil here? U.S. had several chances. They got on top and they had a chance to really blow it out. And Brazil kept pace and kept battling back.
Yeah, Greg, I look back again at that third quarter. USA was winning 7-4 in the third period and couldn't really extend that lead. If they could have extended that lead to 4 goals, 5 goals, this would have been a much different fourth quarter. But when it was 7-4, Brazilians came storming back 7-6 to start the fourth quarter, tied it up. We're going to overtime.
All right, so a shootout on the way is what we're being told. We'll take a quick timeout and come back here to Los Alamitos. Do not go away. You won't want to miss this.
Be sure to visit srsport.com.
I am water polo. I am water polo. I am water polo.
I am water polo.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
Rosie.
And we're back here in Los Alamitos, all tied up after regulation. USA and Brazil 9-9. John Abdu, Greg Meskel here with you. We're going to a shootout. USA and Brazil, each side gets 5 shooters. They each get to shoot 5 times, and after that, whoever has the most wins. Of course, some simple math here can cancel it out long before it actually gets to 5, but we'll go through that route first, and then after there goes 1 off each end. But first things first, 5 shooters for the Americans. Let's see who we have out there. Alex Bowen, a wise choice, of course. So we got Matthew Johnson. Or is that Brandon Johnson?
That's Brandon Johnson,
excuse me.
The left-hander.
Left-hander, and then Colin Smith, Michael Rosenthal, and Griffin Lerman. And first up is going to be Bowen. So they'll switch ends. So it's going to start with Bowen down on the far end, and then Steven, you'll see, is in his cage, and he'll have to come down and be the keeper down the other end. So let's see what we got here. Alex Bowen up first. And he puts it away. Alex Bowen connects first. So U.S. goes ahead here, 10-9.
A little misdirection by Alex. Gets the goalie to think he's going one way. Shoots the ball low to his left. Automatic goal for Alex Bowen.
And now here's Aruda Franco. And he'll come in to try and take his shot. And now Stevens with a chance here for Team USA.
Crowd's on their feet cheering for Andy Stevens.
Here we go. Little positioning. And that one is in. Franco puts it away. So we're even 1-1 here in the shootout, or 10-10.
Franco with a quick low shot to the goalie left. Beats Andy. It's pretty exciting to have a shootout here. Normally in water polo you have 2 3-minute overtime periods. We directly go in a shootout here. Very exciting.
Here's Brandon Johnson, the lefty.
Shooting, Brandon Johnson.
Going up against Chagas. And he skips that one home. Brandon Johnson is true with his shot. And now U.S. ahead 11-10. Down the other end now becomes Bernardo Gomez.
Really hard for goalies to block left-handers when they shoot sometimes. You don't really know where they're going. Brandon Johnson with a really strong skip shot across his body into the top shelf.
And now here's Gomez. Did not score tonight, but steps up here for a big shot. And he puts that one away. So 2-2 here as Gomez connects there, and twice now they've gone to the left of Stevens.
Yeah, there's always a little bit of guesswork on the goalie's part when in these penalty shootouts. Both times Andy hasn't moved in one direction. He's coming straight up, and the shots are getting just right by him.
Colin Smith now steps up. A lot of times you see goalies just sell out one way or another and hope they guess right.
Yeah.
There's Colin Smith now shooting for Team USA. And he puts that one in the corner. Looked like Chagas might have been close. Might have gotten a fingertip on that one. Let's see a second look here.
Yeah, Chagas definitely got a hand on it. Again, came straight out, didn't do too much guessing, which is a smart move by the goalkeeper to try to cover as much cage as possible. Really strong shot by Colin Smith, hard off the water into the top shelf.
Gustavo Guimaras will now step up. And he puts that one away. So we're even 3-3 here, or 12-12. Second look here at Guimaras.
Hey, like you said, the third time in a row now that the Brazilians have gone goalie left on their penalty shots.
Does Stevens just sell out to the right next time?
It's possible.
All right, we come down the other end now. Here's Griffin Lerman, fourth shooter for Team USA. Stop by Brazil. Lerman is denied there by Chagas.
Big block by Chagas. Like we talked about, there's always a little bit of guesswork for these goalies. He read the play right. Dove to his right. Great guess. Maybe a scouting report on Lerman there. But huge block for Brazil by Chagas there.
Here's Delgado now. And now the onus on Stevens here to try and come up with a stop. Fans getting on Delgado. Some positioning here as... And Delgado, he goes the other way and puts that one in. And now Brazil goes ahead.
Delgado, the dynamic scorer for Brazil, coming up big and goes the opposite way. First three went goalie left, this one goes goalie right.
And Stevens went left thinking it would come that way. So 4-3, so now important here.
A lot of pressure here on Michael Rosenthal.
Yeah.
Got to put this one away, keep the shootout going.
Rosenthal blocked, and that's it. Brazil will win it in a shootout. Michael Rosenthal is stopped by Marcelo Chagas, and in a shootout, Brazil has defeated Team USA. And a shocking finish here in Los Alamitos as the Brazilian national team comes from behind to top Team USA in a shootout. Two massive saves by Marcelo Chagas on shooters 4 and 5. concludes things here in Los Alamitos, and a bit of a stunned look on the faces of Team USA.
Marcelo Chagas definitely gets the game ball tonight. 2 big penalty blocks and the shootout to seal the game. On both of those blocks, did a really great job of guessing, maybe reading the shooters, doing a good job of knowing where the shooters are going to go, blocking 2 big shots there to win the game.
Tough one here for Team USA. We know these are just still evaluation efforts here as they look towards the super final here, but these games do provide some sort of seeding as they look towards the super final next month in Russia. Regardless, Team USA had hoped to come away with a victory here, and they end up on the short end of it here. Perhaps a good learning experience, though, for what is a young developing squad.
Yeah, a young developmental team kind of pieced together really just over the last few weeks with Coach Hunt and some young players that may or may not have been training together. So it's definitely going to be a learning experience for the United States. They'll take a lot away from this, but always disappointing when you have a 3-goal lead and you fail to win the game.
13-12, your final. Brazil wins it in a shootout. Tonight's webcast of the FINA World League Prelims are brought to you by Tier, the official outfitter of USA Water Polo, Holiday Inn, the official hotel of USA Water Polo, and by Mikasa, the official ball of USA Water Polo. We'll take a timeout and return. A thrilling finish here. Brazil takes it in a shootout, 13-12. We're back after this.
For the first time, one love, one team, no losses, gold medals.
4 years. That's how long it took to get here, to win a gold medal. Technically, anyway. Fact is, it's been a lot longer than that. Committing to excellence means never giving up. It means if you don't succeed, try again. Here's to water polo. Here's to being truly excellent.
Traveling for water polo this summer? Don't forget about Holiday Inn, the official hotel partner of USA Water Polo. Visit holidayinn.com for reservations and more. The final here from Los Alamitos in a shootout, 13-12. Brazil takes it. We're joined now with Team USA's Shea Buckner. Shea, you didn't get a chance to finish that one, but looking at this game, it was a tough effort here. A come-from-behind win by Brazil. I know this is a developmental time for Team USA. What do you guys take away from this game?
You know, I think there's a lot of positive to take away from this game. They say you learn more from losing than you do from winning. So as a real young team, we spent about 7 days together in total of training, you know, maybe 8 days of training together. We take away from holding on to leads, you know, playing defense, just small things, playing together more, making the extra pass. There's a lot to learn when you are controlling a game and then you lose it like this. And as the captain of the team, you know, I also made mistakes, and there's a lot for me to learn as one of the more experienced players. So I think at the end of the day, yeah, it's in the moment right now, it's difficult to lose those games in front of a home crowd and at Los Al, but we got to keep in perspective here. We're in week 2 of training, and our goal here is to go to World Championships and have a really successful World Championships with a brand new team and a brand new coach.
Yeah, that's a great perspective to have, Shea. Maybe you can walk us through. Our angle wasn't so great on the play that you got rolled on during the game. We couldn't really see what was going on across the pool there. Maybe you can walk us through and let us know what happened.
You know, water pool is one of those subjective things.
Yeah,
so you have a referee outside the pool, and honestly, we were just playing physical down on the wing. We were running a play. It was called 11 play.
Yeah.
4 or 5 side drives, and then I'm coming up, and the defender's in my face a little bit, comes at me. No, there was no punch or anything. Raised my arm, and he flies back, and I guess the referee interprets that as me punching him. Or, like I said, it's a subjective sport, so I'm not going to tell the referee, hey, whatever. obviously it's my mistake. He saw something, so I learned from it, and try not to make the same mistake going in the last 3 minutes of game ever again, you know?
No, I appreciate that. It's always hard for the fans to understand, like you said, water polo is a subjective thing, so
yeah,
it's great to get your perspective on it.
You never can blame the referees, man. We can only control ourselves.
Absolutely.
Looking forward, you mentioned captain in this tournament. You're now looked at as one of the veterans on this team coming off the Olympics last year, a new coaching staff. What is the excitement for you in that you're kind of one of the key pieces now in this new era of men's water polo for USA Water Polo?
Oh, I can't tell you how exciting this is for me. I spent my whole life just training to be on the national team, on the Olympic team. You know, I was one of those young guys. I was one of these guys at one point, you know, just battling to make a World League team, battling to make the World Championship team, and to be fortunate enough to be in a position to be considered a leader, you know, or a veteran on the team. For me, it's just the perspective is completely different. And I'm actually really grateful for the opportunity, and I'm really excited to lead these guys with hard work and just a good attitude, you know, because it's gonna be a difficult road. We're gonna have ups and downs going to Rio and afterwards, you know, in 2020. So I just hope that the young guys can feed off my perspective, my energy, my enthusiasm to play this sport and just love this sport, man. I love water polo, and I just hope that maybe they can take that away from me, you know.
Excellent. Well, you're in action here a couple of more days, so best of luck out there the rest of the way here at the World League Prelims.
Great. Thanks, guys.
All right, Shea Buckner joining us here. Team USA falls in a heartbreaker here, 13-12 to Brazil in a shootout. But that is going to wrap things up for us here from Los Alamitos. I want to thank everyone here. Part of our production staff, from my partner John Abdu, Greg Meskel, saying thanks for joining us.